Chapter 1 podcast, your inside look at the people powering Charlotte's business scene, real stories, real entrepreneurs right here in the Queen City. Today we have Ivy Gregg on with Dancing Vines Productions. Is that right?
That's right. Yes.
And Ivy, let's start at Chapter 1. What brought you to Charlotte? Like, how did you end up here in the Queen City?
Well, I've been here since I was 3 years old.
Okay.
Born in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So it's the same as when I left it back then. So
Does that technically make you, what do they call it, a unicorn if you were born and raised here in Charlotte?
exactly, because it's very few, like a handful of
Right.
us left. But yeah.
So you qualify for coming over at 3, right?
Right.
Okay.
Well, I was told if you went to high school here, you're a
Oh,
Charlottean.
that's the qualification? Okay.
Yes.
See, I'm not. I was born and raised in Miami, moved here 7 years ago.
Oh,
So I'm learning the
nice.
lingo, slowly getting there.
Yes.
So tell me what life was like before you got into your professional life. So from 3 to you know graduating and getting into your professional world. What was that story like? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, my family is Liberian, African, but of course I was born here in the States. So just seeing the African culture at weddings, and it's like the more rice you bring, the party will still go. It will still go. So just growing up with that, but that foundation made me love music. So I grew up 90s with 90s R&B music, hip
right.
hop, classic always. I play it today like it just came out. Yeah, so just with music, that's my passion. And then, of course, dancing, that came from, of course, my family background. Mainly my dad. I saw him do this crazy leg dance, and I was just wowed about, like, whoa, what is
That
what
was
is that?
it. You're
Yeah.
like, I can't do anything else. I have to dance with my
Right.
life.
Yes, sold. Yes. So, let's go to 12 years old. I went to Northwest School of the Arts here in Charlotte,
Oh, cool.
and of course, a dance major. So that's where I learned jazz, 1 semester of ballet, which I respect because that helps your core. But
But you were like,
more.
that's it? No more ballet?
That is it. That's way too much for me. Also modern dance and hip hop, of course. So I just grew to love it, and it's my passion. And I just learned just so much from it, just with posture and how to move to different beats. And I just love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it sounds like you had this direction from a pretty young age. Was there ever a point that you thought you might do something other than this, or was it clear like I'm going to do this, I'm going to study dance, and then I'm going to teach dance?
Right. So when I was a child, that's all I cared about was dance. But becoming an adult, and when I went to college at A&T, I decided to go into communications, and because I wanted to be an anchor woman. But going into the news station, I didn't realize it was that hectic and crazy. So I was like, okay, thanks for the experience, but no. So then I went into the healthcare field because, still as of right now, I'm a lab tech at Atrium University Hospital. I've been doing that for 11 years, and I love it, processing blood. Well, anything that come out your body, I process that. So it's cool, but now I just came to the point that dance is still my passion. Dance is still Ivy. So around 2020, of course, where everything stopped, everything shut down.
That's right.
That's gave people time to think about, okay, what am I doing in this
Yeah.
lifetime? So, and unfortunately, that was a time where I was going through a separation. So during that time, now it's all about me. It's not me with my husband, and then we have a daughter. So now I'm like, okay, now I'm responsible for a person on my own.
Yeah.
So it would be great to be a great mom to find out what's Ivy, who's Ivy, find Ivy again. Because, just used to being with someone, it's been me and him, now it's me. So that's when dance came into play. I saw that they was doing a Zumba online certification, and I said, oh yeah, I love Zumba. And I want to do fitness because, getting older, you want to be fit.
Got to stay in shape. I feel that. Believe me.
Yes, you do, because if you don't, then you'll feel old. Yes, so that's how dance fitness came into play, and then I was a certified Zumba instructor. Then I decided to take my own route, because then that's what I learned, what they do to build their classes, and I said I could do this on my own. So that's how Dance and Vines Productions became about. So
Awesome.
now I'm just doing like dance fitness classes and personal dance lessons for people, mainly two left footers who wants to dance but don't know where to start or
Yeah.
how to. Yeah, that's what I do. I just help people feel happy again through dance.
Hey, there you go. So in those early phases, I mean, that transition from working for somebody else, I mean, I went through it to it might seem glamorous, but there's a lot of hurdles to overcome. What were some of the things that you weren't expecting when you decided to start your own thing in those earlier years?
Just everything being on me. Yes, because you working for someone, you just used to them making the moves and then you saying, okay, I'll do it.
That's right.
But even though everything was on me, it made me happy because now I can decide what I want to do and go my own route, what works for Ivy. So that was the beautiful part about it, even though it takes work. And I really knew the meaning of hard work.
That's right.
So,
You learn that part quick.
Yes, very.
So in those and this has probably evolved for you a little bit. It has for us, but in the marketing aspect of how you obtain the clients, like what was it like in the earlier phases, and how has that maybe changed throughout the years that you've been doing things to where it's at now? I mean, how did you obtain clients?
Oh yeah, that greatly changed, because first I was shy. I'm like, oh, who can I talk to? Which direction can I go? So the first client I received a couple of years ago, 23, was a family. They were having a family reunion and they wanted a dance fitness class.
Okay.
So they heard about me through someone through Facebook. So they were just looking for someone because their dance fitness teacher canceled on them at the last minute. So someone said, "Oh, Ivy can do it," and I'm like, "What? Ivy can do it? Oh gosh, I'm scared." And then I just said, "Okay, Ivy, just put yourself out there." And I told her, I said, "Yes, I can do it. My number is this. Just give me a call, and we could work something out." And she quickly contacted me, the the woman. She said, "Oh, thank you, God," because I told all these people that she was coming and not. And she said, "You saved us," and that made me feel great. And I'm like, "Okay, I can handle this. I know exactly what I'm doing." Went there, they enjoyed themselves, they sweated, which was great. Yeah, so, and then I realized, okay, Ivy, put yourself out there. Social media is growing. Post videos so people will see what you're doing. Just reach out to people who are looking for my type of profession and just go from there. So me doing that, then my clients grew. And then, of course, word of mouth. Oh, I work with Ivy. And so it's been great since, just for me actually putting myself out there,
For sure.
Yes.
So in your experience working with, I'm sure, all different kinds of clients, is there a specific clientele? Does it seem like it's just really anybody? Like what is the most ideal person to get in contact with you?
Well, mainly it's women that are, trying to find their voice again, because that's actually how I came back into this profession, just trying to find what makes Ivy happy. So and most women, they contact me for dance and dance fitness and everything. So yeah, mainly women between like 20 to 60, or that really wants to dance or just want to be fit and do it a fun way.
Sure. I mean, nobody likes to go out there and run.
No.
That gets boring real quick.
Yes, it does.
So, is there you mentioned it being kind of fitness, but also like instructional, like dancing and learning different kinds of dances. Is there a more on one end, more on the other, or does it seem to be a pretty even split there?
Pretty even split, because to me, dance is fitness itself. As you just move and dance to music, you're sweating and you really working different muscles of your body that you didn't know. Like just doing a dance move and then you wake a muscle up. You just like I had a client this morning, we were doing salsa dance. And I told him, I said, okay, it's all in the hips. You have to move your hip. And then once he moved his hip, I just heard like a click. And I said, oh, yeah, you wake your hip up. He said, yeah.
Yes. Is there been Has there been situations where somebody is just like, this person can't dance, and like you can't get there? Is it harder when it's like that, or is it harder when they come in and they actually like know their stuff, and you're like, can I even teach this person anything? Like, what are those two sides of the scales like?
Right. Yes. But now when they can't dance, it's like I sweat more. Just trying
You're
to
like, at least you'll get a workout.
yes, exactly. Yes, because I'm just thinking like, oh, they can do a simple move, and then I look at them and no, they can't. So that really taught me that okay, I need to break it down to very
Right.
very simpler
Yeah.
terms. Yeah. So now I just start with a two step. Like, can you move your foot right, left, front, back? Okay, right, left, front, back. Okay, and then find like music that just has like a simple beat, so we can go from there. Like that just became a great starting point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that typically easier or more difficult than the person who's like super advanced?
It's more difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, because someone that could dance, I'm like, oh, okay, we can move on.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yes. So,
What does that process look like for you? So if I was a person that was interested in and maybe I didn't even know what kind of dance I was interested in, I was just like, man, that sounds interesting. Is that something I can get involved with? What does that process look like from contacting you to actually getting to the point where you guys are, I guess, having lessons, or how does that work?
Yes. Now, when someone contacts me and say, "Hey, I want to dance, but I'm not sure what to do," the first question I ask is, "Okay, is it for you, or is it for a party that you're going to, or you trying to impress a significant other?" That once they answer that, then I say, "Okay, so what's your favorite song?" And once they tell me that, then I said, okay, we can go from there because, when anybody hear their favorite song, they're going to dance. They can't just sit there and be like, oh, this is nice. Yeah, so we go from there and just move from there because it makes them more in the mood to
Sure.
dance and move. So
What's like a typical, how often do people typically meet with you to go through lessons? Is it lots of times just a one-off thing, or are they meeting with you regularly? How does that work?
most of them like once or twice a week
Okay.
that they see me. Well, the ones that are very serious and they really want to, become better,
Yeah,
in
sure.
dancing. And then you have some that they just say, well, let me just see how it is. And it may be too much for them. And then they say, okay, well, I'll come back. And sometimes they don't call, and sometimes they do. But yeah, most of them that really wants to, hey, accomplish this, like, yeah, I'm going to be a dancer. Yeah, once or twice a week.
Okay. So what you mentioned the different reasons why some people might come in, whether it's to maybe get ready for impressing a significant other. What are some of the strangest requests I guess people have made, or preparations people have needed, dances people need to learn?
Oh wow! One guy, he contacted me, and it seemed like he was just frantic in a rush. He said, yes, I want to learn to dance, but don't tell my wife. And I'm like, okay, I don't know your wife. I don't even know you. But
Okay.
yes. Yes. So
Oh man.
yeah. So that was the weirdest contact I ever had. But of course, he ended up being a great guy. And
Hey, there you go. Good business out of it. You got to
Exactly.
service those people too.
Right.
So with you having done this for a while, what's the thing that you love most about what you get to do? Obviously, you're passionate about dancing, so I'm sure you love getting to do that all the time. But what is the one thing that you'd say, this is my favorite part about what I get to do?
Oh, my favorite part is seeing the smiles on my client's face because they come in just totally doubting themselves. And I'm saying, no, you can do this. And they just say, oh, you're just saying that. Like, no, seriously, you can do it. Just put in the work. It's okay. We can go your pace and just go from there. So, and every time a client leaves smiling and say, yes, I can do this. One client, my daughter, I brought her with me. She said she saw him leave and he thumbs himself up like that. So he was just like happy, like, yes. So that's what makes me happy, just seeing the smile and just seeing the confidence that grew within 1 hour. So, yes.
So if there are other people doing similar things, teaching dance, this and that, what would you say is something that's unique about what you bring to the table as far as, if I was looking for a dance instructor, what's something I might find with you that I might not find with other people?
I say with me, I always listen to my client. Most people, they don't. They just do what they do. I listen to my client and I always ask them what's their favorite song and music. And in the middle of me teaching, if they say, oh, no, this is too much, I said, okay, what have we gone over that you're comfortable with? Let's work on that more. So I say with me, what makes me unique, I just cater more to the client's needs, like really cater to them to make them feel as comfortable as possible.
Sure. Yeah. So if somebody else was in a similar situation, just starting off, maybe had a young company or was thinking about a company, what's a piece of advice you would give them, or some advice you'd give them in encouragement in starting that off?
I will tell them to find a mentor that does the same thing, that's in the same business that you're in. And even though you ask for their advice, still find out what works for you. Because what works for somebody else in their company, even though it's the same company, it may be too much for you. So just go your pace. Do not put yourself in competition with everybody else. Everybody is very unique. Yeah. So go your own pace and have fun.
So in your experience in working for somebody else and now working for yourself, what has been the biggest difference in that? And what maybe do you love most about being an entrepreneur as opposed to working for somebody else?
Well, the difference, of course, is money. But the great part about it is that it's money that I feel I truly earned. And what I do, I just see more of my clients happy and they want to come back to me instead of working for someone and you just really don't know what's the outcome. You just doing what you're being trained to do. So that's the huge difference. Now I actually could see the ins and outs of of my business, and just able to determine what to do. And it just helps me keep learning and growing. Working for someone else is just steady. You don't learn. There's sometimes no growth. And yeah.
So if you weren't doing dancing, right? Again, this is going to be an interesting question for you because you've done dance your whole life. But like, if it wasn't dancing, what do you think you'd be doing?
Oh, wow. That is a great question. If it wasn't dancing, I will literally be watching Adam Sandler movies.
Adam Sandler, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
That's my favorite actor. So yeah, just to get a laugh.
Did you see the new Billy Matt? Or is it out yet? Is the new one out yet?
Oh yeah.
Did you see it?
I did.
Okay.
I did, and I think I woke my neighborhood up just laughing so loud. Yes, I did.
Adam Sandler. I wish that could be a job, right? Just watching Adam Sandler movies.
Yes.
Love me some movies.
Right.
Well, Ivy, thank you so much for giving us some of your time. We loved having you on the show. If somebody wanted to get in contact with you, how could they find you?
Oh, yes. They can find me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok at the name @FlexDanceFit with Ivy G. And just friend me and call me, text me, and let's start your first dance lesson.
Awesome. And I'm Greg Prins, host of the Chapter 1 podcast. You can find us on Spotify, YouTube, and Facebook. Once again, this has been the Chapter 1 podcast.